It's finally time to put up the Christmas tree. We have like strands of lights, like big rolls of lights, but the only thing that I could find was this little small strand. So really annoyingly, we might be buying new ones if I can. Oh, you know what? I know exactly where the lights are. I hung them on the ceiling downstairs. So we're gonna have to buy new lights, which kind of works out because I needed to go to Walmart today anyway. I ordered some Scotch tape on Amazon and the delivery has been delayed twice already. And basically I got a notification today saying like, if it doesn't come tomorrow, you're gonna get a refund. But I do need Scotch tape like ASAP because I wanna do like a fun unwrapping my TBR kind of video. And I wanna film that video tomorrow. And I just don't trust, again, that that tape is gonna get here. So I need to go to Walmart anyway to get some Scotch tape. And now I guess we're gonna need to grab some more lights as well. But in the meantime, I do have some stuff to show you because I've done a lot of shopping recently. I have a fun like thrift haul, but then also I did go to Target. We got a lot of stuff at Target. I also got a couple of things at Walmart as well. I do want to do some form of Bookmas this year. As of right now, I do have 12 different videos kind of scheduled on my calendar. I don't know if I'm going to get to all of them, but we're going to try our hardest because I love watching Vlogmas and Bookmas and things like that every year. And now that I have my own channel, I really wanted to like participate. That being said, I have a couple of video ideas specifically that are very kind of like Christmas themed. And so the main reason, the initial reason that I went to Target was to get some wrapping paper because I'm going to need to wrap a lot of books this month. First of all, I did actually have to go to Walmart because Target this year, their wrapping paper selection, not the greatest in my opinion. I did get one roll at Target. It's these cute little roller skating Santas. And I did actually get like a ton of other stuff at Target as well, like you just saw, but I want to quickly go over the stuff I got at Walmart because it's basically all of our Christmas present wrapping supplies. So I did get 2 more rolls of wrapping paper. We have this really cute little Snoopy one. And then I got this ginormous roll of just this like really cute pink Christmas tree wrapping paper. And this was $5, I think. Yeah, $4.98 for this humongous roll of wrapping paper. And then also at Walmart, I found this bag of bows that perfectly, I feel like, matches this wrapping paper specifically. This one kind of looks like candy cane. Then we have just like regular pink, green. We've got some white ones. Ooh, there's this really pretty like gold holographic one. Love that. And then there's just some like red ones. And then also again to kind of match the wrapping paper and the bows, I got this ribbon which also has like the same kind of colors. Now let's go ahead and do our little Target haul, or not really little Target haul because again, we have so much stuff, but the dollar section in Target this year, so good. First of all, we have a bunch of these little houses. I love the idea of having like a little Christmas town kind of setup, but the ones that you typically see are kind of like, I don't know, very like old-fashioned looking, and they're not really my style. I don't know honestly if these are my style either, but these were just like too cute to pass up on. And also they were only $3 a piece, and they do light up, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, I got 4 different colors, which I think are all of them. We have this little blue one, this little pink one, we have a little mint one, and then last but not least, this is the one that probably is like the most outside of my style with like the color, but I wanted to get like the full set. But this is like a super bright yellow one. Yeah, so here it's unlit and then lit up. I mean, for a light up little house for $3, that's so cute. I also got these little candles for $3 as well. These are just tapered candlesticks, but they kind of are in the shape of a Christmas tree vaguely. They had white ones and they also had green ones. And then I got like a ton of these ornaments. These are also $1 a piece. They kind of have like that fuzzy, this one will probably be better, kind of like a velvety fuzzy kind of texture. And the colors of these are so nice. And I basically got like 4 of each of these ornaments. So Highly recommend. Only $1 and they're so cute. Next up I have something super random, but it was like too cute to pass up on. This is a gravy boat, but it's in the shape of a lettuce leaf. I am a sucker for like a weird, quirky kind of thing. And I mean, what's weirder than this? I just think this will be so fun. And then our last bag just has a couple of like small gifty type things that I just thought were really cute. So I purchased a couple for myself. The first thing being these little disco ball candles. Are these not the cutest thing on the freaking planet? These are the two that I liked the scents of the most, and then this one color coordinates with another little item that I got. This is a little cowboy boot candle. Again, is this not the cutest freaking thing? I have a growing collection of cowboy romances. These would be perfect to kind of put together on that. If you're curious about the scents, this one is Poolside Vibes. It says pink pineapple frangipane. It's basically like a fruity, sweet kind of smell. It's not like my favorite smell in the world, but like it's decent enough for the cute container. And then this one I actually do really like. This one's Whipped Shea and Coconut. Coconut is by far like my favorite scent of like anything, especially if it has like a little bit of citrus to it. The last things that I have to show you are just a couple of thrifted items. I went thrifting specifically to see if I can find anything for my family. I don't know. I thought it'd be fun to like thrift everyone in my family, like my mom, my brother and sister or something, but my mom has a very modern style, so I couldn't really find her anything. And then my brother, like, what do you get a boy at a thrift store? I don't know, but I did find something for my sister, which I'm really excited for. And then also, of course, I did find some stuff for myself as well. I got a couple of these really, really pretty pink glasses. I'm a sucker specifically for glassware when it comes to thrifting stuff, and I've been seeing this like pink color pop up a lot more recently, and I'm excited about it. And then the next thing that I got were a couple of candlesticks. I don't remember how much these were. I want to say that they were like $2 to $3 a piece, and then these were pretty much the same. It was like $3 a piece or both for $5, so obviously I got both. Thrifting in and of itself is super fun because you can find some like really cool, unique things, but then when those things are also super inexpensive, it just is the best feeling in the entire world. And then I also found this, which is this not the coolest candlestick? Also, I just realized his tail is kind of like a holder. And then last but certainly not least, we found some really, really pretty ornaments, like vintage ornaments. They're little glass, like blown glass reindeer. Is this not the sweetest ornament you've ever seen in your life? This little set came with 4. It was supposed to obviously come with 6, but it was only $7 for the entire box. And then also they were having an extra 20 or 30% off or something like that. So they only ended up being like a little over $1 a piece. Those are all the things that I have to show you currently. Like I said earlier, I do need to go to Walmart again later to get tape and some lights, so I will definitely take you on that little adventure. Maybe we'll pick up a couple more ornaments, because last time I went to Walmart and the first time I went to Target, they were still like putting out the Christmas stuff. I've never been that early with Christmas shopping before. It's kind of a cool color. Banky ones are kind of cute. Hi guys, it's the next day, and of course the day after I go to Walmart to get the tape that I ordered came in. So I went from having no tape to enough for like the rest of my life. Today's main task is to wrap up my TBR. I really want to film my TBR jar video for December within the next couple of days. So I need to wrap up all of the books that I just brought in, which is a lot. I'll go through them really quickly. So we have Wisteria, 10,000 Stitches, One Dark Window, The Thorns Remain, Map of the Other Lands, Once Upon a Broken Heart, Barbarian's Pride, Serpent in the Wings of Night, When the Moon Hatched, How the King of, what? How the King of Elfham Learned to Hate Stories. Then we have Bewitched, Clockwork Angel, and that's all the books in the first stack. And then we also have The Wisteria Society of Lady Scoundrels, Love Theoretically. This is not really December related, but I just got it and it sounds good. Zodiac Academy, Terms and Conditions, Throne of Secrets, Sky Shade, The Broken Elf King. Then we also have Filthy Rich Vampires. And then we also have Binding 13. And then to kind of like round out our selection, I grabbed a couple of actual like Christmas romances that I think will be really cute. So we have A Merry Little Meet Cute, and then we also have Talk Santa to Me. The cover art looks really cute on this one. And then we have Meet Me Under the Mistletoe, and this one I basically grabbed because Jenny Bayless, I read a Christmas book from her last year. It was The 12 Dates of Christmas, and I really liked it, so I'm interested in reading more from her. So those are all the books that we have to wrap today. It's kind of a lot. I feel like I'm gonna be here forever. Unfortunately, I don't think I have any audiobooks to listen to. I really should have planned this better and like put holds out for these books like weeks ago. I also should have like maybe thought about asking you guys questions or something, or like brought up a topic. I didn't plan for this very well. First book is done. Now we just have a million more to go. I've wrapped 5 books, right? Yes, 5 books, and I'm already very much over this process. I'm excited for all the books to be wrapped, but I just really don't want to do it anymore. I finally finished wrapping up all of the books. It took me quite some time. The only book that I didn't end up wrapping is The Clockwork Angel because I actually found it on the Libby app. I've never listened to a fantasy before, so I'm a little nervous about that, especially because this is like one of many within like one universe. So I feel like the world building is going to be a little more advanced than your typical fantasy book, and I'm really concerned that listening to it, I'm not going to like register everything that's happening. So I'm kind of nervous about that, but we have listened to 39 minutes of it. It has taken me almost an hour to wrap all these books. Anyway, I'm 40 minutes in and it's going well so far. I wasn't sure at first because I was kind of like tuning in and out for like the first, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe, but then it got real interesting. So I'm excited to actually keep listening, but for now, I actually am moving on to the next step in our little book wrapping TBR prep process. I thought it would be cute to add numbers to the books, and originally I wanted to get like a dark green construction paper to kind of like contrast against the wrapping paper, but I don't know where mine is. I know I have some, but I don't know where it is. Like I literally have a pack of just different shades of green construction paper and she's nowhere to be found. But I do have this pink piece of like scrapbook paper that I'm just going to use instead. It like almost matches perfectly with the pink of the wrapping paper, but I basically want to like cut these into little squares and then put a white piece of paper and then write the number of the book. The numbers really don't need to be done. I'm just purely doing it for aesthetics. I think it'll be cute, so we're doing that. And then to kind of like use up some of these like scrap pieces of wrapping paper, I thought it'd be fun to use this as like strips to put our prompts on. I saved all the ones that I made for October, so I'm gonna like take the prompts off of this, cut these into strips, and then re-glue the prompt onto this to match our wrapping paper. Quite the process, but I think it'll be cute. Oh no. The lock on this does not want to come undone. That is not good. Well, this is gonna be a problem. Why does everything have to be difficult? Just let me in. Hi guys, it's a couple days after I think the last clip that you saw, but I'm finally ready to actually decorate our tree. Oh, okay. The cats have already messed up the lights. Unfortunately, all of my Christmas lights, except for one strand, were burnt out, and we went to Walmart specifically to get lights, and I totally forgot. So instead of like going back to the store again, and also too, I just don't really want to spend the money, honestly, I decided just to use the one strand of lights, and I just basically wrapped it around the front half of the tree. So the lights don't actually go all the way around, but I figure the tree is going to be against the wall, so you're not going to know anyway, you know what I mean? I don't even know if you can see that because it's the daytime. Also too, I didn't realize that some of the lights flicker, and some of them are faster than others. I don't know if that means that this strand is like on its way out, I don't know, but it's a really pretty effect either way. And now I'm ready to dig into our red bin. This is always so fun. I was gonna say it feels like Christmas because you're like opening things, but it legitimately is Christmas. I have a little headband, little Santa hat headband. We have our stockings, which this is my stocking that I've literally had for my entire life. I kind of want to get like a new one, like a grown-up one, but I don't know, I'm also very, very sentimental as a person, and I feel bad to get a new one, so I'll probably end up using this one for literally my entire life. And to kind of like match it, we got this one for Kevin, so they kind of like are a little cute little duo. Confession, I did peek through this the other day, and I didn't realize, but I literally only have white bulbs. And these ones are my favorite, and I think it's because, and like why I generally have only white ornaments, is because it kind of reminds me of like a snowball. And these ones like really look like a snowball because it's got kind of like a texture on it, and they're so cute. Love it. But this year we do finally have some other colors with these pink ones as well, so I think I'm gonna hang these ones, and then I think I actually like that one. I was gonna say I'm just gonna pick one of the bulbs. These ones kind of have like a shiny kind of texture on them, and these ones are like glittery, but I do actually think I like the fuzzy ones, so we're gonna use those ones. I got these at Target a few years ago, and I think they have them like every year, and I just thought they were really cute, little glittery pine cones. We might use these as well. I used to never really care for this style of ornament, but for whatever reason the last couple of years I've become obsessed, and I love the fact that you can get literally anything in the shape of these ornaments. So again, this one's a sushi, but then I also have like a little baguette. Is this not so freaking cute? I think I got this one off of Amazon and this one at Target, and the Target ones are like $5. The ones that you get off of Amazon and like other stores are typically honestly kind of expensive. They're like $12 to $20 depending on what you get. Got this one at Target as well a couple of years ago, and yeah, it's basically, it's a little coffee pot and the sprinkles actually like move in it, and I just think that is so adorable. I also have like a bunch of random shit in here, like Christmas straws. I have a little set that I got from TJ Maxx literally 1,000 years ago. It's a 12 Days of Christmas like cupcake set, and we never like have enough people over for Christmas, or we don't like go anywhere where there's enough people for me to feel like whipping this out. So hopefully one year we have enough people gathered to do this. I have this little plate that I also got at TJ Maxx. I've never used it, but she's cute. And then kind of like the last thing in this box, there's not a whole lot in here, is another box, and this one has the majority of my ornaments in it. I got this little white elephant from Walmart, I think last year. I also got these from Walmart. It came in like a little set of 4. I just think these are super cute, and I think they'll actually be perfect with our little pink theme that we're going with this year. This is a really cool set of ornaments I got at, I also think TJ Maxx. Actually, I got this one at Marshall's, which I worked at TJ Maxx and Marshall's for like 2 years. So that's why I have a lot of stuff from them. But these are super, super cool. They're like solid wood ornaments that have like images burned onto them. So this one has little Christmas trees, and then the other two have like reindeer on them. These are super, super cute, but they are pretty heavy, so I don't always use them, and I don't think I'm going to use them this year just because it doesn't really match the vibe that we're going for this year. And then last but certainly not least, we have a little collection of Starbucks cups. We have a little plain hot coffee one, we have like an iced coffee cup, we have this like special hot coffee red Christmas cup. And then we have this really, really cute Florida one. We used to live in Florida. We actually met in Florida, so that's why we have this one. I think it'd be really fun to get these from every state that we've lived in. Currently we live in Michigan, and we have also lived in Massachusetts. I'm realizing I don't have as many ornaments as I thought I did. I do have a couple of bookish ones on my Amazon wish list right now, so I do want to get some of those. Now that we have gone through our red bin, let's go ahead and start decorating the tree.